everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's doing great today or whenever you're watching this. So I will be doing a makeup tutorial with you. It's going to be a January inspired makeup tutorial, and it'll be kind of chit chat, get ready with me style, more get ready with me than chit chat. And yeah, let's get right into it. I have a glass of wine with me. Feel free to go do the same, and yeah, enjoy. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is take these lavender hairpins and just put them in my hair. Keep my hair out of my face. All right. Now, next I'm going to go in with this No Pore Zone Milani primer. My face is already cleaned and prepped. I have my moisturizer on and I'm all ready. But I like to put this primer on because I do have oily skin and I don't want my makeup melting off. So put a little bit on our fingers, rub that together, press it all over our face, just evenly spacing it, and then rubbing it in. Spreading it evenly across the face and down the neck. There we go. Next, I will be going in with concealer. Today I'll be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer in the shade Light Vanilla. Just going to bring it down the eyes, under the eyes, on the eye bags, and then on any blemishes I may have, so right here for sure. Got one right there. Hope everyone's getting outside and getting some air in this cold weather. It's been snowing in Cincinnati, so going on my daily walks has been a challenge, but I've been getting through it. Now I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend out this concealer. I like to start on the chin. For anyone who hasn't seen my recovery from cigarettes video, because of all the stress that I had from my PTSD, I was smoking cigarettes. From all that stress and then all the nicotine, so like the extra stress, I would get the worst stress in my forehead, and then my forehead would wrinkle extra. Even when I talked, like my eyebrows would go up just extraordinarily extra. And I'm finally at a place where they're starting to do it less. Like I've been doing my routine as needed, you know, not every day, but as needed. And I have been staying away from cigarettes, and soon I'm going to be nailing a gua sha routine, which is one of the crystal pieces that you put on your face in order to remove stress. And I think that will also help with my face's tendency to like lift and wrinkle. So yeah, very excited about that. All right, moving into the next phase now that we have our concealer done. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation in the shade Medium Tan Sand, which is my latest shade because it is January. We're at that point in winter where my skin type 3 skin really comes out. In the summer, I'm about a skin type 4, maybe a skin type 5 if I'm under a really hot sun. But for the most part, in the dead of winter, I'm skin type light 3. So yeah, we're gonna be using this Tarte foundation. I'm just going to be using this flat makeup brush that I have. It's not technically a foundation brush, but I'm going to be kind of using it as a foundation brush, and I'm just going to put some on my hand and then use the brush to apply it and then go back in with my beauty blender. I'm going to take my beauty blender and blend that out. I used to take water and put it on my beauty blender to help blend out my foundation. And I stopped doing that because it left my foundation really streaky. So, anyone who has maybe any tips for that, comment them down below, for sure. Because I'm still open to that technique, but I might need to explore it more in order to master it. But in the meantime, I find just a regular dry beauty blender is enough. And we're just gonna take a little bit and put it over the eyes. It will act like a primer for our eyeshadow that we're gonna go in with later. And also make sure there's no uneven coloring on the face. I'm just gonna take a little bit on my cheeks and of course go around my tattoo. I like to blend my foundation with my natural skin color when it comes to my tattoos. Just kind of blend around the tattoo but not on the tattoo so that it looks like one, even though technically not. And yeah, you can just tell, like, if you can't really tell the difference between the natural skin color and the foundation color by the tattoos. But like, for example, like if I had not blended on the top of the eyes, you would really be able to tell because it's a large amount of skin that's showing and there's no ink covering it, and on top of that it needs a primer. Going into our next step, I will be using my CoverGirl Clean Fresh clear powder, and I'm just going to go ahead and take that with a powder brush and dab that around my face. This way we don't have streaky foundation all over our face. I start with under the eyes. On the chin, up the cheeks, around the nose, up the nose, and then on the forehead. And there is a powdered face. For my next step, I will be going in with my e.l.f. Skin Bronzing Drops bronzer. I love this bronzer. You just take a little bit of it, you squeeze it onto the top of a blending brush, just like this. Sorry, I'm holding this awkwardly. Oh Lord. Here we go. Just take a little bit onto the top of a blending brush, and then you just dab a little bit onto the side, a little bit to the side, the side, a little bit onto the forehead. And you come over here onto the forehead, up the side, and then there you go. We're then going to wipe the extra off on our hand or a paper towel, but I don't have a paper towel on hand, so that'd probably be smarter. A paper towel or just a towel, really. My mom used to use, she would dedicate a hand towel to being her makeup towel, and she'd put all her makeup on it, and it just is what it is. I mean, she would wash it, of course, but I would definitely recommend that. My unprepared self is using my hand today. This is what it is. Do not take that step forward, but now that we have a dry brush, we're gonna go in and just blend the bronzer all over the cheekbone, under the cheekbone. I'm not gonna care too much if it gets above the cheekbone because we will cover it with blush. And we're just gonna dab up the forehead, back down the side, and then we're gonna come over here and do the same thing again. Just dab it out till it naturally blends out. Now we're gonna go back up the forehead and actually go over the tattoo because it's just bronzer, so it just gives that bronzy glow when you look at the tattoo. I'm gonna go up the side of the forehead and come back down and keep blending. Even if it goes onto the cheekbone, that's okay. Make sure it looks good under the cheekbone too. That's key because you want that prominent cheekbone. All right. Next, I'm going in with my Pixie On The Go blush. I love this pale pink color. It reminds me of winter because it is a pale pink. We're just gonna go in with it. It's like a little stick. Gonna just make sure it's up. And then we're going to just slide that across the cheekbone. Just a couple swipes. Don't be afraid to make it a little pigmented. Then we're just gonna go ahead and use our fingers and blend it out. There we go. All right, I actually think I'm gonna go get a makeup towel. All right, I'm back. I went ahead and got paper towel because that was getting ridiculous. Now I'm more prepared. Okay. All right, for our next step, we're gonna go ahead and fill in our eyebrows. I have this e.l.f. eyebrow lift pencil. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in our eyebrows. Sometimes I dream of having thinner eyebrows. I just wonder what my face would look like with thinner eyebrows. But I know that if I wax them thinner, that it will just be a crazy mess if they, you know, growing them back in, when they grow back in, or if I decide to grow them back in. It'll just be a crazy mess. I don't know, you know, like if they're going to grow back in just every time I wax them, and it'll just be a intense mess, like every time I need to clean them up, or what, but I think they're naturally best thick. I'm going to go ahead and go in with some eyeshadow. Yes, I'm going to be using the You Can Be Pretty All 2 set. All set 2, yeah, my bad. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you the whole thing. It's a huge set. I'm going to be using this for tons and tons of makeup videos, but today we're going to be using the Color Splashes palette, and we're going to be using this blue on the inner corner of the eye, this shade of blue on the out corners of the eye, and then we're going to blend in with either this blue or this blue. I'll tell you how I feel. I'm thinking this blue most likely, because I think it just goes more just favorably with these two. I'm going to start by taking a flat angled eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to take that lighter blue color I showed you, just dab it onto the brush, and I'm just going to fill it into the corners of my eye. And I am thinking we're going to go back in and re-dab it after we get the rest of our eyeshadow on. That way, you know, it's very pigmented and stands out and highlights the eye. Okay, just gonna put a little bit more on my brush. All right. I'm gonna put that brush down. Set it on our paper towel. Next, I'm going to go in with another flat brush. This one isn't as angled and it's a little wider. And I'm going to take that other shade of blue right here, and I'm just going to dab that onto my brush. Put that onto my eye. Gotta be careful with this because it's quite pigmented. And then what we're going to do is take a clean blending brush and kind of just slightly blend them together. In the center, not in the crease, just the center. Slightly blend them together. That way, it's a nice even look. Okay. Next, I'm going to go in with a clean blending brush. And I'm going to take the fourth blue here, I decided. Just put a little bit on my brush. And we're going to blend out in the crease, just so lightly. Just ever so lightly. Going to blend out in the crease. A wintry blue smoky look. And then to top it off, we're gonna go back in with the first blue we used on the corner of the eye. And we're just going to have a little extra to make sure it doesn't lose its luster. And we're gonna go ahead and repeat that same thing on the other side of the face. All right, now that I have completed my left eye, you can see what the full eyeshadow look is. And next, I'm going to be going in with my Angly Color waterproof eyeliner in the shade White. And I'm so excited about this set. I'm going to be using this on myself all the time. I can't use it on clients because of the type of eyeliner brush it is. It's a pencil, so it's unhygienic to use it on other people, but on tutorials that I do on myself, you'll be seeing these eyeliners all the time. I'm so excited. All right, so here I go in now with my white eyeliner. And I'm going to do a wing. So I just start by lining the eye. See it on camera. I'll do a close-up of it soon. Just take the white eyeliner and go down the eye. And then once we have the base of the eyeliner done, we're just gonna go in with the wing. Just pull the pencil up. Fill it in. Do a triangle. And there we go. That is the completed eyeliner look. And now the left eye is completed. So next I'm going to take my Tattoo Studio pencil. It's another white eyeliner pencil. I'm going to do the waterline of my lower eye. Just going to lightly, so we don't mess up our concealer, lightly pull down on the eye. Just fill in the waterline. This will widen your eyes. All right. Just going to water the second eye. Or line the second eye, not water. All right. And that is the completed waterline look. And then to finish off the eyes, I'm going to be using my Luminous Original L'Oreal Blue Eye Mascara. That was a mouthful. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'll be using this blue mascara on my eyes. It's really hard to like not open my mouth when I'm doing mascara. When I'm doing makeup in general, it's hard not to keep my mouth open. But it's really hard not to do this with my mouth open. All right. And then the lower lashes. And I will take you into my other bathroom when this makeup look is complete and use some different lighting. I love doing makeup at my table in the studio, but I know the lighting isn't always the best maybe for like seeing the finished product of it all. So we'll go into the bathroom after this. All right, now I'm done with the left eye. We're gonna go on with our last step, which is using this Too Faced liquid lipstick lip plumper in the shade Give 'em Lip. I love this lipstick, it's the best. It's nude, but not too nude. Yeah. It's gonna make the eyes pop, but not drain the face completely of color. All right, well, this is the finished makeup look. This is the completed makeup look. It just makes the eyes pop. It also has an icy January look to it, especially if you're from Cincinnati, you would know how cold and icy it gets here in January, so yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today, and please like and subscribe below.